explaining to you.
That goes to analogy. You can't be a barber without a scissors.
Well, right. So I'll teach all of that. And then if I see that you're really serious, I'll take you to different levels, And again, I gotta be careful on saying this, but I was I was told that if emerging artists, young designers come and they work with me or they show intent and I feel that they got the potential, I should show them the pathway to the funding.
Okay, so you're saying that the Arts Council or the
I am not
saying no. You're not saying those are not your words, but these are my words that I'm putting in your mouth. You're saying that there is a possible opportunity for growth in this art.
There is.
And when we say growth, people go away and they get grants to do all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
And if you feel you truly love this and is capable of doing this, then you are willing to show people the doors to knock on to help them take it to that level.
You got to show some sort of commitment. You got to show commitment.
Because your name, obviously, you rubber stamping this.
Right.
You're putting your name to this person.
I'm endorsing it. Yeah.
And that obviously brings a lot in the sense of the interest. In regards to exhibition, do you have any planned exhibition for yourself where we can come out and say, okay, on this day, this venue, and I would hope is the year that we can come and see all your work. Or not all your work, but as many pieces as possible. Come and socialize, interact with you. Is there any plans for that?
There's no plans for that at the moment. I feel that I've done a lot of that.
Okay.
And I don't feel that I got the mental energy and capacity to deal with that now,
But if somebody wanted to do that on your behalf,
if somebody wanted to do that, again, we'll sit down and we'll have the conversation. And if I feel that they're going to do it justice, I'll support it,
Okay.
And again, there's this access to what is necessary to get that.
To get that.
But that person can't be a joker.
They have to be serious.
Right.
Outside of the workshop, which is at One Chip and a Muse, where can we see your work? People around the world, where can we go and see your pieces where they're sitting outside of the workshop? Off the top of your head.
We're based here at the Yar Center, right?
Yeah.
And it's part of Carnival Village. Carnival Village, the Notting Hill Carnival Village, right? It consists of two buildings. There's the Tabernacle, which is in Power Square.
Power Square, yeah.
And then we got Yar Center. Obviously, you see most of the work at the Yar Santos Center. And then there's a few pieces at the Tabernacle. There's bits around the country, but there's bits in Liverpool. There's whatever. Again, after a time you're doing this for such a while.
You sort of lost track and where you lost track.
I'm thinking, I saw you. I don't know. I saw you up north once.
If I was allowed to go up north, you can't say that too.
Yeah.
So your work is all over the country.
It's all over
what about
country.
international? International.
Well, oh gosh, you're embarrassing me, man. Okay, I've got stuff in Ohio State University in the special collection. I got stuff in Germany. I got stuff in India.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And apart from those outlets that people may come across your work, and they must remember the name Carl Gabriel. You have a website, Instagram, or you just...
Right. I mean, you can see a lot of my stuff on if you Google Carl Gabriel.
Once you Google Carl Gabriel,
artist. Again, I did not set all that up.
Okay.
My clients just post stuff there.
Okay.
And whatever.
Or you're accredited. So based on your accreditation for pieces,
Yeah.
once we do Google Carl Gabriel,
Yeah.
we should start seeing a
You'll
lot
see
of stuff.
a lot of stuff just
lot of
comes
stuff
up. Yeah,
coming up.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the stuff that, you know, well, you know me, you know, from day one, I'm not there to grab limelight and oh, look.
Yeah,
this
is the thing, and this is what I it always amazes me, is that you're someone with obviously incredible skill, as far as the art form of Carnival and making pieces and costumes and all this kind of thing, but yet nobody actually hears about Carl.
Right.
I don't know, probably unless there's an NB happening and we don't know, and that time
right,
everybody's gonna get to know you.
Let me see. I'm gonna talk to you on another level now, right? Which I don't know how you're gonna take it, right? But my approach to this and the what drives me onto this, right, is a kind of ancestral force. Yeah.
Right.
And the ancestors says to me, you know, you do not go out there and look for work or promote anything.
Okay.
What you need to do, we provide you with a space. Again, we won't go into that, but
the spirit realms works with you to produce the pieces that will gain the attraction.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just imagine if I had to be paying rent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, but, you know, the ancestors said to me, right, here you are. This is your space. Just execute, right? Yeah. And that's why I don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, you asked me about exhibition or something. I don't worry about that. People just walk in there, and whether from authority or whatever it is, and say, right, you know. They get excited when they see the work and right. And suddenly they might have a program set up, and that just goes out the window. You know, and it's like, right, you know, we're doing this, blah, blah, blah. You know, we like your work there.
The next question I'm going to ask you, you're either going to throw me out of this room, or you're going to go, God smart. What do I say? Who is Carl Gabriel?
Bloody hell. Who is Carl Gabriel?
Who is Carl Gabriel, yeah?
I'm a person who just, you know, satisfied with whatever comes my way, in terms of life, you know, energy, health. That's it.
You seem to have, because you're talking about the ancestors, you seem to have a spiritual side that sort of drives who you are as a person, and that comes out in what you say. And because I know you for many years, your whole persona, your body language, I have never seen you angry. I've never seen you in what we call Trini balance bacchanal. I never seen you no bacchanal. That's never been the case. So you tend to wonder there's a mystery behind this person.
Right, because again, that force tells me, you know, once you go out there, you know, you're more or less you're ambassador. So.
But do you see yourself exceedingly gifted? Because it seems that everything you put your hand on is successful.
I'm afraid so, you know. As I say, you know me in the Carnival world. You don't know me in the photography world.
I know of you in photography. And I will say it, I'll put my hands up now. It's my best ever photograph, and I'm still trying to get the original copy.
Yeah, because again, my approach in the photography world was through photographic societies and stuff like that.
Okay.
So again, it's speaking of and I remember joining a black photographic organization. And then when I was trying to pass on to them what I've learned in the other societies, they thought I was a bloody nutter.
He's a madman,
Yeah. And but you know, I've learned from masters. I mean, I was a member of the Royal Photographic Society and this sort of stuff, you know, that sort of organization, you know. And those sort of places, those sort of societies, you can't just go in and join. You got to be seconded. You got to be invited. You know. And that was my approach from day one, you know. But everything I do, I tend to try to go in from a high level, approach it from a high level.
From a high level,
you
so
know?
you're always aiming to hit the top.
Yeah. Like when I came into the carnival scene in the design, the costume designing, so my approach was not to do or approach it the way these pioneers done it, because I just felt that I had more to offer. So I approached it from the top. And from day one, as I say, who I was competing with from the top.
Yeah. The competition was was on.
And then they were like, oh, who is he? He don't know nothing about this. But you see a lot. All right, you probably seen something with me and you decide you're going to spend some time to talk to me. A lot of people feel very intimidated, and they know of me through the years, and they don't see me. Oh, look, Carl there, but they really don't know me.
Well, the thing is that what I respect is the skill, your skill set, your artistic skill set in every aspect of your and I don't know your engineering side, but I can see it's coming out here. But your photography and when come to mask making, and I think you have proven that we could continue to make masks as much as we like.
Yeah.
If we continue to make what we call throwaway masks, we really not leaving anything behind.
No. Well, I mean, so again, sorry to cut you, but I just feel that my legacy is assured. If anything happened to me today, tomorrow, there'll be lots of stuff around and people see it like shit. Because these things, you can't mash it up. If you say you want to mash it up,
What would you like to be remembered for? What is that thing that you would like to be remembered for? By anyone who walks away in the present or in the future?
Humble, approachable, which a lot of people don't think that way, they think, oh, you can't talk to him, but approachable and, very charitable, that's me.
Carl, it's an honor.
Hold on, let's go back. All right, you say don't know anything about my engineer. Let me get a little bit of my engineer.
Certainly.
Right. Okay, when I was into engineering, because at the time, I mean, that was the 70s and early 80s, I would go on the shop floor. And normally on the shop floor, there's a laborer, a black laborer, sweeping up, wherever it is. But when I go in as an engineer.
Okay.
So. And it was difficult for the other people to work with me. Because where he learned this, as a young person, because
So you're saying because you were living in a predominantly white environment, and the mindset was that engineers were of a specific breed, which was your opposite, which is the Caucasian white man. They didn't believe that a black West Indian. And I hope no one is offended by the word black. It's not my intention, but to make a description, has that skill set of engineering or has the mindset to think like an engineer.
Yeah. And they had a lot of problem with it, working with me.
And that because of how they perceive you? Or is it because that your skill set was so high, they
my
had to
skill
compete?
set was high because, most of them wasn't able to do the stuff that I was able to do, because I was coming from a government training center and stuff, right? And I'll be reading sort of like blueprints and stuff, and they feel that they were the only one who had that ability. And then I came on and because again, it's like in Carnival, I was able to that time there was lots of employment. So I could walk into a firm and I can do 6 months here, and because
you can walk out on Friday and get a job on a Monday.
Right, and that's it. And then again, because of the ability, I was able to do that. But the guys that had problems.
They was intimidated. Just naturally
because,
intimidated.
Again, they'll have machinery there that would do certain type of work, but I would do it in a different way, and it would do the head in like, oh, we haven't got the machine. How could you do this? And rather than embrace it, they see it as a threat. And again, that's I experienced that in the Carnival fraternity as well.
I am not closing, but I must say it's an honor, it's a privilege to have the opportunity to talk to someone like you. And I would not do anything to ever forget this opportunity that I've been given by you. Freely, you said to me, whenever you want to come, and you've said this 3 years ago. You say, Sugar, whenever you want to come, you call me. When I call you pick that phone up, and straight away you was on tape. Did you have a background prior to just not looking at maths and the engineering? Were your parents, were they into engineering or anything?
My father was a tailor. He came over here as a tailor, and he spent some time, I'm going to put it that way, he spent some time in Savile. Right? And this is one of his tools. This is one of his tools. I had another piece, but I lost it in Iowa.
So can I hold that?
This is one of his.
This has history.
Yeah,
so this is a piece. This is what we will call a rule. For some people, they'll say a tape, but this is a rule that tailors would normally use for in the marking of the cloth.
Trousers and jackets.
So they have the little chalk and the marking so that to make the cuts. Also, I'm holding a bit of history. Daddy?
So there you go. So that's suppose that's all the technical thing come from him.
So you say so generically it's your inheritance.
My mom had that sort of ability too, because she used to sew dresses.
Because what I always wonder, when you have these gifted people, and I would use the word gifted, and I want to use it very loosely to some extent. When you have these gifted people who have the skills to do so many different things, you sort of you kind of envious. You think, well, how it is this one person have all these skills when you have somebody else who has no real gift like that. But it's life. That is how life is.
Life gives you a lot, but it takes something away, because I'm not very academically,
You're not academically inclined.
Nah, but I only sort of take on what I need to. I'm not somebody who run to a book, But if I have to, I will. But it's not my first approach.
The challenge would be yours, and if I give you that challenge now, what you would do different to what is happening now as far as Carnival is concerned, as you see it, and not specifically to Notting Hill. Let me be very clear. This is Carnival, how it's perceived now.
Yeah. Well,
it's bikini, it's beads, it's G-string, and
well, that it doesn't worry me. It's just that it's a shame that a lot of the emerging designers them don't take that time to learn a little bit more about the technical side of it. I will not sort of accuse them of
ridicule
them. Yeah. I mean, as I say, it's up to me to make myself available. I'll introduce myself and say, right, this is what I do. If you need to take this to another level, talk to me. So talk to me, and if they feel that.
I like that. I like that. That shows we are live. We are real. We're not AI.
So if they feel that they know enough, well, good luck. But at least I've sort of introduced myself and say, right, this is what I do.
So you hear it clearly here on Straight Talk. Mr. Carl Gabriel is willing, he's open and approachable to have conversation with budding designers, people who are interested and really truly interested in learning the art in regards to what he does. He's open to have that conversation. It doesn't mean that everybody approaching will be successful, because he knows exactly what he's looking for. I don't know what he's looking for. And he will know what he's looking for when he sees it.
People with passion, people who really wants to do it. And
Carl, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I want to take a look at a couple of these pieces. I want to
I'll allow you to just
to freelance.
Yeah, if you need to talk to me, just talk. But I'll just carry on with what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yes. Certainly. So, thank you, and long live Carl Gabriel.
Listen, you guys at the high tech. Listen, I mean, I gotta watch. I wouldn't even wear them. I just don't feel I want to wear.
I think it's gonna stop you from doing what you had to do. So with that, I think you're more focused on what you had to do, and your mindset and all that kind of thing is on what you're doing. But continue to say it's splendid work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I don't know if there's a way we can thank you for what you do and continue to do. at this
Listen, I'm
juncture.
getting my thanks, I get my blessings every day, man. Every day I wake up, you know, it's like,
Yeah, and you're
I'm
still
good, I'm good, I'm good.
you're looking as young as when I first met you, you know. So I don't know, are you doing something? What you doing? So you're running, you're jogging,
Just
you're
focus.
focus,
Focus.
and you're keeping a healthy mind.
Keeping a healthy mind, looking after one body, and that's it. And though sort of like have grievance to anybody, and you know.
Yeah. Purging the mind of hate
So I
and
don't
anger,
need.
and animosity,
I'm carrying
and
no load. There's no
mental
load,
load.
no
Yeah.
mental load. You know. Okay, so you know. My wife's passed and stuff, and we used to work together and stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, because we lived well, and
Yeah.
you know, I've done
So the
all
mental
right thing.
load would be of good stuff, not of ill wish to other people. You know, you have this that you want you know, people have hatred and they want to see people not succeed, and you're not carrying that. What you're carrying is good vibes. Good vibes. It's all about good vibes and love.
Their ancestors' guidance.
Guidance.
You know. And that's it.